Welcome back to KMOT First News at 6. With the play-in games settled, quarterfinal action began today in the District 8 girls tournament. Right off the bat, we saw a big upset too. Let's head to the Minot Auditorium. Hey, the student section showing up to support their classmates. Late in the fourth quarter, Ryan up on Surrey. Mustangs trying to charge back, though Morgan Anderson finding a lane for 2 to cut it to 4. Moments later, Surrey gets the rebound, a quick pass to who else? Anderson, who gets the fast break, and just like that, it's a 2-point game. Now the fall game kicks in here. You got Tosha Udekwe with Bishop Ryan would get 1 of 2 bonus throws and then a big defensive stand for Ryan. Udekwe avoiding fouling Surrey and then forcing the jump ball. That would clinch the win. Number 7 Bishop Ryan gets the 3-point upset. They move on to tomorrow's semifinal. Surrey not out of it though for a chance at regionals. They'll play in the loser out bracket tomorrow afternoon. We'll have reaction from Ryan's Tosha Udekwe tonight at 10. Well, in the late afternoon game, the 3-seed TGU Titans would be taking on 6-seed Velva. Titans waste no time in scoring. Ashley Martyrdom driving, then kicks it out to Sophie Bachmeyer, who drains the 3. Velva countering right away. Natalie Nechaparenko scoring so quickly, I almost didn't hit record on my camera fast enough. The Titans back with the ball, though, moments later. Martyrdom driving again. This time she keeps it for herself and gets the floater to fall, nothing but net. Aggies with it now. You get the kick out to Kaylee Tomlinson near the baseline, who hits the mid-ranger. The Titans would end up pulling away in this one, the game going final moments before our newscast. TGU moving on to the winners bracket. Velva, of course, still alive. In the District 7 girls tournament, the top seed Kenmare Bowbells winning big in the first round over Trinity Christian. We'll have highlights from that game tonight at 10. Powers Lake Burke Central holding off Partial in the late afternoon game to also advance to the next round in the winner's side of that district. We'll have highlights of the D8 night games, including Lewis and Clark Berthold versus MLS and our Redeemers taking on Harvey Wells County at 10. That one's about to tip off right now. That's all we have in sports. We'll be right back.